How's everybody doing today? Yes, I'm aware there's a shit show going on. What else is new? It is YouTube. Okay, so I have been doing some studying on this Todd Chrisley and Julie situation. It's messy, y'all. Really messy. So I was not aware. Hey, Jess, how are you doing, doll? I didn't know all this was stuff went on. Like I was like, hold on, because I'll be honest with y'all, I've watched every season. I don't think I've ever missed an episode. I like the show. Um, I'm gonna put this out there before the question gets asked. The new season will be shown. As a matter of fact, I think it starts later this month. I'm not positive. Don't quote me on that. Um, It does say, let me see if I can find it right here. It says it will air in the USA. By the way, they're going to be sentenced. So, they were found guilty on all 12 counts, right, of federal charges, including tax evasion and fraud in Georgia. We do know that. And they're going, they didn't have a sentencing date. I just now saw this when I was looking stuff up. On October 6, 2022. June 23rd. Aha, look, my memory is not as bad as I thought it was. Hello, Colbita. I'm going to call you Colby because I don't know where that came from. I know. I still watch it. I know a lot of it is, a little bit, sorry, I did some rearranging of things in here and I'm having a hard time getting used to it right now. But I feel like it's more scripted, than it used to be. And it's much more, I often wondered, did you not wonder, like, where are they getting the money for all this stuff they have? These houses that they buy, the elaborate clothes, all the cars. I mean, did nobody ever wonder about that? Because you don't ever see them work. What's up, SM? I never saw them work, like work. Supposedly they did, I think Julie sold real estate, but I think that was a while ago. But what does he do? Oh, hello, April Rain. I know, I am too. I actually love them. That's why when I started looking, I started really getting into like the backbone of all this. I was like, oh, she's like they did some shady shit. I'm sorry, I love them, but they did some shady shit. And not just him. And you know what I said before I even started looking into all this? I was like, I bet that he convinced her to do a lot of this. I still kind of think maybe he did, but she had a lot of awareness, and I'm going to tell y'all why in a minute. I know, Jess. I know. I know. Yeah, but have you ever seen him out trying to sell anything though, April? I've never seen the man try to sell anything. Nothing. He always has all this time on his hands, but yet tons of money and, trips that they take. And I mean, y'all, I always wondered like how, and that the show pays them. Thank you, SM. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. The show pays them. Oh yeah, I forgot. Was my banner not on? I set it up. Duh. Here we go. But I don't think, let's see, they are on Chrisley Knows Best. They're the USA Network. So USA Network probably pays better than like WeTV or TLC. Just my thoughts. I don't know what they get paid exactly. But my suspicion is they probably get paid more. Did you notice they kept downsizing? Yes, I did. I did notice that. I did notice, April. And I kind of thought, also they moved from Georgia, which, by the way, is where they got convicted, okay, to Tennessee. And they made it kind of seem like, well, it's because we want to follow our daughter there. I kind of wasn't buying that. And hey, Mod 143, they always kind of came across to me as very, this is alleged, this is the way I saw it, in my opinion, is that they came across as very, I don't know, pissed off essentially with the state of Georgia because all this stuff happened. But if you weren't doing shady shit, it wouldn't happen. Okay? So the information I got is from an extremely, well, I'll say what I find to be a brilliant lawyer. And boy, y'all, I've been listening to some of these lawyers, and let me tell you, woo, I have gotten way smarter listening to lawyers than I have listening to shit shows on YouTube. So thank you, lawyers, because I like it. Because y'all know I'm driving at night and stuff, and I like to listen to stuff that like really and like gets into the brain. And let me tell you what, this got into my brain last night. I was like, I'm gonna talk about this. Okay, so first of all, they were convicted of 12 counts, federal charges, y'all, not little stuff, federal charges, including tax evasion and fraud, all in Georgia. Peter Tarantino was also convicted. He was their accountant. Surprise, surprise, right? But I know y'all have heard about the partner that was fired, right? Okay, so in 2012, Todd's ex-business partner was fired. It has been said that they had an alleged affair. Okay, I don't know if that's true or not. No idea. Do I kind of believe it? He's more girly than I am, so yes, I kind of do. Just a little bit. I'm sorry. Don't come at me, Todd Chrisley, because I'm just telling folks what I found out. But I'm just saying, because boy, when he gets on you, he will get on you. He's gotten on to like bloggers and stuff, but they're bigger than me, way bigger. So I'm sure I won't ever cross his path. But April. So apparently, after he fired his business partner, he went to the business partner, who we now know is Mark Braddock, okay? Went to the feds saying, I have info on him. I'm going to tell it all to you. What kind of deal can you cut me, essentially, I think is what happened. And he was given immunity for giving all this information. So no charges brought against him, even though he was in the thick of it. No charges. None. Okay. I did not know this, but this dates way back to like 2007. I don't know if y'all are aware of this, but he had some issues way back. So they started getting investigated, and they've been investigated now for 7 years, but not brought to trial until just now, till 2022. Okay, so what they were investigated for was they defrauded banks using false documents to convince banks that they were a safe risk. In other words, saying that they have enough money and assets for the bank to feel like, okay, you're safe for us to loan money to. Which, y'all, I worked in a bank. It didn't work in this part of it, but I opened up accounts and that kind of stuff. And I know that even for a checking account, you have to have at least good credit. So I can imagine the millions of dollars that they're asking for here. They had to have something showing that they were good for it, right? Well, the documents that they used were falsified. So they were getting loans against falsified statements. So it says $20 million in loans were taken out, inflated financial statements, false personal financial statements, and audits were used. So that's what they used to get $20 million in loans. Now, I don't know if I'm assuming this was like accrued over a period of time, but I'm not really sure. I think it probably was. It says in 2007, they were trying to get a loan, but didn't have sufficient assets. So Mark Braddock, there he is, sent financials saying they had $4 million in an account with Merrill Lynch. Now, do y'all want to know what's interesting about that? Why did this bank not look? Todd Chrisley didn't even have an account with Merrill Lynch. Zip, zero, nothing, not a dime. How do you give somebody millions of dollars on an account that doesn't even exist? Like, you need to at least call Merrill Lynch and be like, yo, does Todd Chrisley have an account with you? And if so, what is his balance? I mean, I don't know. It's like they gave away money like willy-nilly. I'd like to know where this bank is, because like I'm going to go in there and be like, hey, I've got so-and-so amount of money in here. I need to withdraw because apparently y'all are stupid. And it turns out that the banks that they went to were smaller banks that didn't have as much. Like, say if they went into a Bank of America and tried to do this, or any other bank, let's just say any other big bank, Chase, Wells Fargo, whatever, they would have been able to find this information out. But these small banks don't have. Did the bank believe he had money just because? No, well, SM, no. They believed he had money because of all these statements that were given. The financial statements, personal financial statements, the audits, everything. All this showed that they had sufficient assets. Okay? So Mark Braddock sent financials saying they had $4 million in this Merrill Lynch account, which they didn't even have one. And this is according to the feds, not me. I'm going by what the feds said. That rhymed. I'm sorry. So he did open an account with Merrill Lynch eventually, the following year. And I don't know how much later. And the most money he had in that account, y'all, was $17,000. Not million. Thousand. 17,000. Okay. But Mark Braddock sent a statement saying Todd had over 700,000 in his account. Well, I mean, there's a little bit of a difference there, 600,000 plus. I get it. Okay. Not that much money, right? So Todd realized once this started taking place and that he was getting loans against money that he didn't even have, that this Todd guy, to quote him, was an effing genius. You're an effing genius. This is a quote from Todd, which y'all know he cusses all the time. But the government said, saying that he had the $4 million was false. Okay, we kind of figured that out. Okay, so in 2008, I'm trying to make this where y'all can understand, because it took me listening to a lot, and I had to take notes and go, wait, what exactly happened here? So in 2008, the bank asked, because remember, all this happened in 2007. So in 2008, the bank said, okay, we need updated information, because they became suspicious not when asking for the updated information. They got suspicious when the information sent over was identical to the information that they got 7 months prior. And I'm like, you couldn't even change the freaking numbers up? Are you kidding me? Okay, sorry. I'll try not to go on a rant. But really? Nothing in your financials has changed in 7 months. Not one dime. Nothing different. Not real brilliant. So clearly this Braddock guy is a freaking moron too. So it says the bank employee questioned the amounts. So Todd asked Braddock to bring down the securities amount. So I don't know if y'all know, but there's a lot involved in loans and all that kind of stuff, on anything. And you have to show assets in all different kinds of ways. Like you might have, like for instance, the Merrill Lynch account, or you might have assets such as housing, like property that you own or whatever. So one of the things, the securities amount, which I guess is one of the things they used in previous statements, he asked him to bring it down significantly. Okay, to show apparently that he was losing money. Not gaining it, but losing it. Okay, so Braddock was told, quote, this is what Braddock said, not me. I'm quoting this guy, okay? I don't know who he is. That if he did not know how to skew the numbers, to find a crooked accountant who could. Are you kidding me? Damn it, Todd. You're making me not like you. It's making me mad, y'all. And I'll be honest, like I've said, I watched this show from day one. I don't think I've ever missed an episode, but I'm not happy about what I'm reading. Okay, so apparently either he found a way to do it, or they found a crooked accountant. I think it was the latter. I'm not sure. So they had to show a balance in the account Y'all get where I'm at? So they had to show that they had money. So this is where Julie comes into play. She sent a check to Braddock, which y'all remember, he's the one behind all this, like putting the numbers and whatnot in, and asked him to backdate it to November 11th. But it was not written until February of 2012. All right. You see what they did there? Which makes me wonder, in February of 2012, did they even have the money? Because the lawyer that explained this didn't say that part, so I don't really know. But it was backdated several months. So it says, okay, this is what makes me know. I really, in my mind, wanted to think she did not know what was going on. Why I think so highly of people? Because she's supposed to be she's a Christian. Her dad's like, isn't he like a preacher or something? Pretty sure she's a preacher's daughter. So in my mind, I want to have faith that, this would eat her alive if she was doing something illegal, right? Apparently not, because we're just getting started on the Julie part. So, okay, they continued all this conduct after Braddock left, which shows they were very aware of the fraud, which that's kind of a no-brainer at this point. But Julie also used false bank statement and financials to gain lease property in California. Do y'all not remember the house in California that they go to on vacations? For anybody who's watched the show, I know you've seen it. They're right on the beach. It's a nice place. It's not bad. But she used false statements to get the lease on it. They ran up over $2 million in loans. I think that's supposed to be 20. My bad. I wrote that wrong. That's 20 million. They ran up over $20 million in loans, and then they declared bankruptcy. Okay, that's where we stand right now. I'm gonna take a drink and give them how many of y'all in here actually watched the show? Other than, let's see, April Rain. I think Colby said she watches it. You believe the partner selling SM? I believe the partner too. But do you think, okay, what I want to know is, do you think he was telling the truth about being his partner? Because I don't know. I kind of do. I don't want to. I don't want to believe that, but I do. Okay. What were they doing with all the money? Girl, they were spending that. What do you think? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Look at all the elaborate cars that they had. Did you see the kind of cars those kids drove? When Grayson turned 16, they got him, God only knows how expensive that truck was. Did y'all see the truck? It was ridiculous. They all drove Range Rovers, really expensive Range Rovers. Well, they were not buying businesses. They did, though. Don't you remember, April? They had a juice bar at one point, which I don't know if they still have it or not, but I kind of wonder, were they using the juice bar as a way to show that they were losing money? They don't include that information in here, but I wonder, hey, Minnie, I wonder, were they using that juice bar as a front? And I don't mean to launder money, because I don't think they were laundering anything, because I don't think they. It's very. Yep, the juice bar came and went. Exactly, right, April? Where did it go? He's like, I'm going to buy you all this juice bar. It's going to be a business that you'll have, for the future, in case you need, a way to make money, blah, blah, blah. Where the hell did the juice bar go? I haven't seen it since. We saw about 5 episodes of the juice bar, and I have not heard one word about the juice bar. Damn it, that makes me want to look. Y'all, that makes me want to Google. I am bad. I will get on here and be on the Google, hello, is the juice bar still there? I'm curious, because y'all, I was in Nashville almost a year ago to the day. It could have been, April. It could have been a storyline for the show. That's possible. But I don't know. I did notice the downsizing of the house. I didn't really think that much about it. But that first house they had, y'all, was huge. How many? I forgot. I want to say he said that first house was 12,000 square feet, and the second one is like 9,000. Oh, boo hoo. Well, they got a little shack now. I hate that. But what I don't like is they didn't get found guilty because there wasn't enough evidence. There's evidence that shows that they were doing some shady stuff. Okay, now they're gonna appeal it. We already know that much. But let me finish because we're not done yet. Miss Julie was doing some shady shit too, y'all. And I like Julie. Todd, sometimes I'm kind of like, don't cry. It's just a spider. If y'all don't hear that man how he squeals. There's a drop of water. Sorry, if he ever sees this, he's gonna like bash me because he's not very nice. Okay, the tax evasion. They failed to file taxes in a timely manner, not once, not twice, in 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016. And they failed to make timely payments, which tells me that they owed money, which, are we surprised? No, not really. So that was probably, I'm sure that was a big red flag, for the government, kind of going, what are y'all doing over here? Now, they also hid money. This is where, yes, SM, you're about to find out Julie's not so perfect. They hid money by putting it into an account called 7 C's Production. Okay, the 7 C's Production is where the Chrisleys Knows Best money was going into. Okay, that's where that money was going. It wasn't going into a personal account or anything like that. Now, the 7 C's Production was shown to be, let's see, it was in Julie's name, but it was also in Faye's name. Mama, you know what? We know who Miss Faye is. That's Todd's mother. Love Nanny Faye. She's my favorite person, and I think she's going to get probably hurt if they actually end up getting time over this, which they could. I really feel badly for her and the children, especially the ones who are young enough that are still at home. I love Nanny Faye. She's my favorite. I laugh at her so hard. She is like the cutest, most... Do you think that she knew? I don't think she knew. I don't. I really don't think Nanny Faye knew, y'all, because she seems to be kind of, old-fashioned, not really so much into their business when it comes to the financials. So, I know, poor Nanny Faye. So, they hid that money in this account, okay? Remember that name, 7 C's Production. Okay, so the IRS was misled into thinking 7 C's wasn't making any money. No money at all. No taxes paid on it. Nothing. Where did they think their money was going to? I mean, are you not showing money going into any accounts? It doesn't make any sense to me. So the lawyer didn't explain that part very well, so I apologize if I sound stupid right now. I'm going by what she said. But she seemed to be pretty knowledgeable. But she didn't give a lot of extra details, which I would have liked. But y'all, I was driving and listening, so I'm doing my best. Okay. So in 2017, Julie admitted paperwork to Bank of America, my bank, saying Faye owned 7 C's Production. Okay, so she essentially, at this point, saying that Nanny Faye, as we know her, owned 7 C's Production. Remember, that's where all the money's going, okay? She later changed the info after it was submitted to the grand jury. Okay, that's a big mistake. That's a no-no. I don't have to be smart or any kind of a lawyer to know that is stupid. After it was submitted to the grand jury, that Julie was a 100% owner of 7 C's Production. So essentially, she changed the information during all this investigation stuff going on. I'm like, oh, what were you thinking? You think they can't look at all that? Hello? They are the federal government, honey. They can look at whatever they want to look at. So, it says the trial was 3 weeks. 27 witnesses, including 2 FBI agents and Mark Braddock, of course, because, hello, he told all the news. So the defense counter had 16 witnesses, including Faye, Lindsay, who y'all all know, if you watch the show, is his oldest daughter by another woman, his first wife. Tyler, Julie did not. They were not. They didn't testify. They didn't have to because they're defendants, so they didn't have to testify. The one witness being the centerpiece was Mark Braddock, Doug, because he gave all the information, testified that he and Todd had an extramarital affair for approximately a year, that someone paid $38,000. Now, I don't know who they paid it to, but paid $38,000 to cover it up. Now, that's interesting. Who would they have paid $38,000 to not say anything? To Mark, I'm assuming? This Braddock guy? That seems about right? It's messy. Y'all, I'm not even lying. Oh, wait, I have more. I told y'all, I took notes on this now. Look, I'm coming up here with some real content, okay? I'm not coming up here. I'm not bitching anybody out. I'm not griping about what anybody's saying. I'm not doing any of that. That's not my style. I don't do that. If I don't have content, I won't come here. Period. According to Chrisley's attorney, he's saying that was all made up to get revenge on Todd. But Mark Braddock even admitted on the stand that, yes, he wanted revenge on Todd. So how credible does that make his story? You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, that could be a problem for, they're going to appeal the verdict. Obviously, of course, they're going to appeal it. Him saying that he wanted to get revenge on Todd on the stand probably isn't going to sit well. That's obviously grounds for an appeal, because he could be lying about everything. Now, I would have to assume he brought paperwork or something, a paper trail. There had to be, because they couldn't have taken him to court over all this for, everything that they're charging them with if they didn't have proof, actual proof. I don't have the proof. I apologize. Right here it says sentencing has not been set yet, but I did tell y'all in the beginning they had to have document numbers. Numbers don't lie. Oh yeah, of course they have documents, but I don't know what kind of documents they had, because said lawyer that talked about this didn't really go into detail on that part. What was I saying? Oh, I said sentencing has not been set yet, but it has. Hold on, I'm going to tell y'all. I'm not sure if I already told you that or not. Okay, so sentencing is going to be in October of 2022. Let's see. Was that on the other? I have a lot of stuff open up here. October 6th. So October 6th, 2022 is when they're going to be sentenced. And I'm telling you, it's not looking good for them. And they can serve up to 30 years in prison. Now, we all know, the bank statements and loan applications, that's true. Well, yeah, because if the numbers don't add up with what they're claiming that they had, whether it be in assets or, in actual money, then if they don't add up, clearly they have an issue. It's not good. Y'all know, okay, I'm going to tell y'all who this reminded me of. Okay, my big question, because I wrote in here because I kind of had a couple of questions. I noticed that it's already kind of been brought up a little bit. Why didn't the financial institutions, why weren't they a little more responsible in checking to say, you know what, I think we should probably see if you actually have the assets or whatever to back up all these loans that you're asking for. I mean, that makes it sound like anybody could walk in there with just straight numbers if they had the right information and the right way of knowing how to do it and get loans on something that they don't even have the money for. Does that not blow y'all's mind a little bit? It blows my mind. Did anybody watch the movie? Hold on, now I have to look it up because I can't. The movie that had Anna Delvey in it, I think is it the story of Anna Delvey? Did anybody watch that? Because this kind of it's Anna Delvey inventing Anna. If y'all have not seen that, watch it on Netflix. It's really good and it's interesting. And a lot of what's happening right here, like what we're talking about, is what happened with her. This girl was going to buy a whole ass building worth billions of dollars, and she was not worth 2 cents. She had nothing to her name. Nothing. But she would stay in elaborate hotels. She had assistants. I mean, people waiting on her hand and foot. It did not have a damn dime to her name. Now explain to me. How does that happen? Y'all have to watch it because it's so good. You will be on the edge of your seat the entire time going, well, how is this happening? And the good thing about it, that's actually based on a true story, just so y'all know. The majority of it. Some of it's made for drama, but isn't it all? So I noticed when I was looking in the comments, somebody said, I guess Chrisley doesn't know best. And I was like, oh, well, that's probably true. Yeah, I don't think they do. I don't know, y'all. I'm interested to see how this is going to play out. And I will tell y'all this. I'm going to start covering a lot more pop culture on here because I love it. I'm very into it. Like, this is stuff I usually really get into. I'm still going to cover my shows, okay? I'll be honest, 90 Day is boring the crap out of me. I will still cover it. I might just cover it and upload it. You know what I mean? Just say, like, here's what I think, here's what's going on, blah, blah, blah. And upload it because that seems easier. Fake it till you make it. Well, that's what she was doing on this show that I watched. You should probably watch that, Indie Crew. It's really good. It's a good Netflix series to watch because it is insane. And when I say insane, I mean literally insane. There's a reason why it gets all the attention that it gets, because I'm like, wow. This girl wasn't even a U.S. citizen, y'all. She wasn't even a citizen here. That's what I'm saying. Go watch it. It's crazy how much stuff she was getting away with. I'm just like, what? It'll blow your mind. It's worth the time. If you've got, I don't remember how many episodes or whatever it is, but it's definitely worth the time. If you do recall, in 2007, 2008, the banks. Oh, well, yeah, I remember that because, let's see, I left the bank in 2000, well, right around that time, as a matter of fact. And it's exactly if you'll remember too, and I remember this from when I was working there, that people were flipping houses like crazy. Okay, they were making money and stashing all this cash. And then, it was often said that this is like a big bubble and eventually it's going to burst. And when it does, everybody's going to be left with nothing. Well, that's not necessarily true because a lot of people did stash their cash. They have it. I saw them stashing cash. Excuse me, but I would have to help them. And I can't say names, obviously, but I know of a few people who were putting a lot of cash in their safe deposit boxes. I was like, wow, you must be making a killing. And I'm talking about young people too. I'm talking about these guys that I'm thinking of were in the early 20s and they were making bank. And then all of a sudden, everything, as you remember, back in, like he just said, 2007, 2008 time period, everything just blew up. Housing just became, it was messy. It was messy. The banks had a really hard time. Luckily, I wasn't there at that time. I didn't want to be one of those people that got my ass chewed every time somebody came in to gripe about something. Yeah, the COVID money fraud. Oh, I don't think I'm allowed to say that word on here. That's sad when you can't say the one thing that's been affecting our world for like the last 2.5 years. You can't even say the word because YouTube will go, oh, nah, nah, nah. Oh, y'all know what I just realized? I hadn't even, I hadn't even monetized this stream. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me here a second. Talk amongst yourselves. Hold on. I'm going to stop my camera for a minute. I cannot believe I did that. Literally did not even monetize this. Can y'all tell I'm new? I am so new. Oh, I got some new subscribers, though. Thank you for, hey, whoever subscribed and whatnot. I appreciate it. Don't forget to like, though, y'all, because I'm not done yet. I'm going to show a little bit about Brittany. Who in here loves Brittany? Because I do. I have to admit, I do. I'm a fan. Let's see here. Maybe if I could figure out how to hit the little button that says monetization. Yep, it's turned off. Bigger than Dallas. One day, y'all. One day I'm going to get the hang of this. I don't know when. Well, I'm not used to being monetized anyway. Ooh, now I can finally see myself. Okay. So, did anybody see pictures or anything like that of her wedding? Okay, I am so happy for her. Hence, that's where all the fraud and tax evasion. I'm sure you didn't mean tax evasion and all that comes from. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, there's so much messiness going on in this world anyway right now. Don't get me started on that one, because Lord knows, y'all, these gas prices got me crying. Between that and 110-degree heat, no, I'm not down with that. I don't like it. I don't like either one. Now the heat I can't help. Well, clearly can't help the gas. The gas prices I can't help. This time last year, and I was looking at my memories, from Facebook. A year ago, we were driving through Texas. Driving on all the way east to go see my mama because we were driving to Tennessee. And I was thinking to myself, I remember taking a picture for some reason of how much it cost me to get gas, probably either in Texas or Oklahoma, one of the two. I'm thinking probably Texas. It was like really inexpensive. And I thought, I wonder why I took that picture. And now that it's in my phone, I know why I took it. Because it was $3 less. $3 less per gallon than what we're paying right now. I couldn't make that trip without putting it on. Oh, yes, ma'am, I did, April. Lindsay did testify. And I don't know if y'all have heard this recently. Yes, Lindsay testified against Todd. Well, not against them. She just testified to whatever information she had. Now, I don't know what kind of information she had, but I would like to know. This is one I wish they would have televised. You know how they did the Johnny Depp trial and they had it all where you could see all the everything. Why did they not do? I'm guessing that because there were financials and stuff involved, that the judge probably went, no, we're not going to do that. Because the only reason the Depp trial was shown was able to be televised like it was because the judge had to okay it. And thank God she did, because that was one hell of a trial. And if y'all want, like, I can go in and look up some of the best of, because there's really some good moments in that trial that I would love to share, because I see a lot. Like I told y'all, I listen to a lot more than just the drama stuff that goes on within this community. I can't take it. Honestly, it just is like, it's constant in my ear, and I don't really care for it. I kind of know what's going on a little bit here and there. That's all I need to know. What's going on, who likes who doesn't like who. It changes by the minute, so I never know. Sometimes I'm like, oh, wait, I thought they were friends. No, not today. Yeah, I know. Isn't that interesting? It was Lindsay and who else did it? Lindsay, and was it Faye? Hold on. Let me look back at my notes, because I kind of feel like it was Faye. Where was that? Yeah, witnesses included Faye and Lindsay. Sure enough. I would suspect that they probably said they didn't have any knowledge of what was going on. You know what I mean? That's my thinking, but I could be wrong. All right, so I'm going to end this on a good note because y'all, I really, really am so proud of Brittany. Like, look at her. She's 40. I am old enough, obviously, that I have watched her from the time that she was a teenager and just coming on the scene and becoming a huge pop star, which she still is. We all know her as that. And all the difficulties that she went through and her, actual real marriage. We're not going to talk about the idiot that showed up the day of her wedding to try to ruin it. Like, who does that? Who does that? They were married for 55 hours. I don't think that constitutes you enough time to and what kills me, and if I had the video, I would show it, is that nobody got the guy down for the longest time. He got into the house. He knew what rooms to go in, which I found a little interesting. He was in their bedroom. I mean, it was like the what's the story of the three little bears? I don't know if he was trying out the porridge and the whatnot and the chair and the bed, and it was weird. Like, it was surreal. I was like, how is he still? How is he walking through here? And he knew people inside the house, which was unusual, because they haven't talked or been together in almost 20 years. It's been almost 20 years since they were married, and I don't really call that a marriage because it was annulled. I mean, a little over 2 days. That's nothing. Me too, April. I am happy that she can live her own life. She actually married a really sweet man. His name is Sam. I cannot pronounce his last name. I'm sorry, y'all. I keep trying and I butcher it, and I don't want to do that. But he is very handsome. I think that he is really good to her and good with her. And I don't think he's marrying her for the money, because I'm pretty sure that he has his own money, which makes it even better. I do know that her sons weren't there. Now, I don't know why. Maybe it's possible that they don't like to be in the spotlight. It was a beautiful wedding. Okay, I'm going to show y'all. Let's see here. What kind of pictures? Oh, do y'all want to see? Before I go to that, though, do y'all want to see the most recent picture of Mr. Chrisley? Because he was spotted out. Says he was seen. Hold on, let me take my banner down for a second. Was seen talking on the phone and greeting his daughter after jury found him and his wife, Julie Chrisley, guilty on all charges. He's not very dressed up here. I don't know if y'all noticed that or not. I picked up on that. I'm like, well, he's looking. Is he trying to start the part, or what's he doing there? Really not sure. This just happened to be a picture that was on the site. Ooh, see that side eye Julie's giving right there? Is that a sign? No, I'm just kidding. I really don't know. These were just pictures I had, screenshots I had randomly. So this tells everything. Convicted of conspiracy to commit bank fraud, conspiracy to defraud the United States, that's bad, and tax fraud. Julie was convicted of conspiracy to commit bank fraud, conspiracy to defraud the United States, and tax fraud. By the way, y'all, she had wire fraud too. I don't know why it didn't. Oh, here it is. It says she also was charged with wire fraud and obstruction of justice. Those are big. She has more charges, I think, than he does. Which is kind of like, what happened to my innocent Christian girl? I don't understand. That makes me sad. Happy for Brittany, but I don't fully trust Sam because she was pregnant. He was trying to do a prenup. Seriously, SM? Ooh, I didn't know that. I did not know. How did I miss that? Y'all, I'm not home a lot. And when I am, I'll be honest, especially this time of year, when it gets above 100 degrees, I'm just ooh, I lose all energy. Won't really have that much anyway. For most of you know, some of you do, some of you don't, but I have a lot of things going on. Fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue. It affects me. So I do my best. So when I leave something on my community tab saying I'm not feeling well, if I'm not feeling well to talk, if I'm not well enough to talk, there's something wrong, okay? Because usually I can at least talk. Um, I didn't know about that, SM. Damn it! Now you're gonna make me go look that up. You know I'm gonna go look it up because I am nosy. Okay, I am nosy, so that's a good thing. So hopefully that means I can find some good stuff for y'all. But let's see, because I'm gonna get more into the pop culture because I really like it a lot. There's a lot that go. Y'all don't need TMZ. I mean, come on. Hello, I'm right here. Okay. But I'm only going to share what I like. No, I'm just kidding. I will share whatever is, you know, going on for the time being. Because you can't just share, like, let's face it, summer, so a lot of stuff's not going on. But just so y'all know, I don't know how many of y'all are Big Brother fans. Big Brother's going to start up soon. There is another season of 90 Day on right now, and I feel like it's like 90 Day Fiance UK. If anybody is interested in either one of those, please leave a comment in the comment section down below. Because then I kind of know what y'all are looking for. Because I will cover whatever you want me to cover. As long as don't make me watch crap, okay? I did start watching because I love the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And I was like, ooh, there's a new show, Real Housewives of Dubai. And I thought, I'm going to check this out. So far, there's only been 2 episodes. It's the first season. It just started, and I'll be honest, I'm not too into it. I don't know if it's because I don't know the people yet, because, when my kiddo watches The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and I react to things differently, she's like, I don't understand your reaction like that. I'm like, because I've been watching this show forever. I know how crazy these women are. I know how foolish they can be. I've been watching it for years. I mean, if they're going to sit down at a table where there's food, there's going to be drama. There's going to be yelling. There might be throwing of glasses. Who knows? But that's why we watch, right? So I was just sitting here saying that I don't watch the shit shows on YouTube, but I do watch them on TV. So there's that. Sometimes I watch the shit shows. I listen sometimes, but I don't know. I'm kind of over it. I don't know about y'all, but I'm getting tired of it. I like to do fun stuff. But this whole Chrisley thing is messy. I tell you what, too. I'm going to start trying to cover some. I don't have any legal background whatsoever. None. Let's just make that known right now. I have none. All the information I just gave you, I got from an actual lawyer. Okay? I know nothing. If you're not well enough to talk, I check your pulse. Yeah, that's probably true. So I'm going to end this because I do actually have to go and try to make some money. God bless America. Why do we need money? And let me tell you something. If this gas thing does not stop soon, if it isn't if we need to go on a downward spiral, not up, because it's getting dangerous. At this point, it's like you don't even want to drive anywhere that's very far away from your house because this is interesting. Yes, definitely, SM. I hope everybody has a good weekend. What is today? Saturday? I forget what day it is. It is Saturday. Yeah, the whole gas price thing. I can't even discuss that. It makes me mad. So I'm going to show y'all a video. It was actually shared on Sam's Instagram, but I had to change it up a little bit because obviously can't play music on here. I can play the music from here. So I'll do that. Hold on, I'm going to put some music to it. But it's really cute, and I was really glad to see her look so beautiful and so happy. And I hope that she continues on this. I know the minute that conservatorship stopped, she just went wild. This girl was posting nudes every day on Instagram. I was like, girlfriend, what is going on here? Did the conservatorship make you wear clothes? I'm confused because if y'all follow Brittany, which I would imagine most of you do, she has several million followers. She was posting a lot of nudes, and I'm like, what is this? Is this like a F you to your dad, your mom, somebody? Yikes. I mean, she had to cover her lady bits because, Instagram doesn't allow that. But I really do think their wedding was pretty. I got off topic there a little bit. Okay, let me find the video. I'll put a little music to it. That YouTube will allow. Okay, they don't allow much. They have their little funky music down here that they allow it. I think we'll go with, let's see, Daydreaming. Tell me if y'all can hear this. Funky. Can y'all hear that music okay? Hold on, I'm gonna pull up the little video. Here we go. I had to turn off the music. I was like, I'm not gonna talk over the daydreaming music. But I thought that was a really beautiful, tasteful wedding. Okay. That's just my opinion. I liked it. I thought she looked oh, the horse and carriage. Y'all, that is like I don't know. That's like that, that would be like my dream wedding. All the beautiful flowers. I'm happy for her. I hope he's in it for the right reason. I know, right? I thought it was beautiful. And that was shared on his. She shared some screenshots. She does look very happy. As a matter of fact, I think I ended up having a still shot of them because they're so cute. Yes, right here. Hold on, let me turn me off. Now there she looks a little sassy. Oh, I notice he does too. That must be a vibe. Okay, I catch it now. I didn't notice that until I put it up on my actual computer screen. I was like, wait, what? Well, she doesn't look like she's smiling. But I see we got a vibe going on here. Okay, I like that vibe. I'm good with that. I'm good with a sassy vibe, hence the name, okay? I can be sassy. I have a question for y'all. I could do a late night live. Ooh, Saturday Night Live. What could we talk about? Anything and everything? I have to go do some things first because, YouTube does not pay my bills. Okay? Let me just put that out there. That's not how that works. But that's okay because I do this because I love it and it's fun. And I love talking to people. Even if y'all don't listen. I'm pretty sure some of you do. But maybe not always. That's okay. Yeah, if y'all want me to come back on later, I can. We could do like I don't know. I would do open panel, but I'm scared of that because there's a lot of fighting going on right now. Let me tell you, I do not want somebody up here fighting on my channel. Because I will do them like I do Raquel when she comes on here. I'll just drop them like nobody's business. I have no problem with that. So I got this keeps catching my attention. Y'all, I bought a new y'all are gonna be proud of me. Hold on. For some of you will know exactly why. It's kind of funny. But I bought a new mouse. If you'll notice, you don't hear my mouse or when I'm typing, you hear nothing. Okay? But check this sucker out. I don't know if y'all can tell or not, but it's rainbow colored because I can't see in here. The only lights I have on are the ones in my face so it's like my keyboard is down below and it's dark. So I can't see anything. I know somebody once upon a time that had a rainbow one, but this is actually really nice. It's not lame and kooky. It's really nice. I'm not calling the other person's lame and kooky. I'm just saying it could be. But yeah, I can't see, and I thought, okay, I'll just buy one that has the lights on it, and it keeps the lights go off. So when they flicker back on, my eyes just go, wait, what? Yeah, but did y'all notice you did not hear one single click? Like, this thing is amazing. It doesn't take much for me. But y'all gotta realize too, like, I mean, I put a lot of work. I know it doesn't look like it, but I mean, I do my own thumbnails. I do all in my own StreamYard. I don't have anybody helping. I don't have an administrator. I don't have anybody back there doing stuff for me, wherever you want to call it, backstage, or, I don't have any of that kind of stuff going on. It's all done by me. I don't always get it right, but I try. So that's all I can do, right? I hope y'all appreciate what I'm putting out. And I do have all of, you know what? I could do a late night about 90 day. Would that put y'all to sleep though? Do y'all think that puts you to sleep? I feel like it probably would. Well, not me necessarily, but the show itself puts me to sleep every time. So I just wonder, that probably wouldn't be a fun late night situation. But I would love to come home tonight and have a mega pint of wine, because you know what? I feel like I've earned it. And there's a certain person who thinks I'm a drunk, but I'm not. I have like 1 or 2 glasses of wine, maybe a month. I hardly ever drink, y'all. So I think I got called in another person's live. What is it y'all were calling me? I don't remember. Something about Susie Wasty Pants or something like that. I just like, okay. Because in the chat, I always say, yep, I'm drunk. I've been drunk since early this morning. I'm going to be drunk all day. I'll be drunk when I go to bed. I'll wake up drinking. I don't, just so you know, I'm very sarcastic. I enjoy being sarcastic. It's what I do. I'm not a drunk. Some days I feel like I should be, but I'm not. But I think tonight I'm gonna have some wine. So if y'all want to go live, we could do like a game or something, like a game night. But just so you know, I won't get home till like 9 or 9:30 my time. So for those of you on the West Coast, that might be perfect. But for those of you on the East Coast, it's gonna be late. Let me know if y'all want me to, just like leave me a little down at the bottom. Don't forget to like though. I don't care, even if you don't like it, just like it anyway. Okay? Because it helps me out. All right, I am going to peace out of here. Oh my God, live almost an hour. And I will see y'all later. But if not, I'll see you tomorrow for sure, because I have a live plan. Everybody have a fabulous Saturday night, and I will be back before you know it. Peace out.